Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
Should not boo the officials.
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
And should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
And welcome to another edition of Football Night in McAllen ISD. And tonight we've got a good one, an intercity rivalry here at DQ Fan Field. It'll be the Nikki Rowe Warriors playing host to the McAllen High Bulldogs. An exciting district action with a playoff spot on the line. It's all coming your way next right here on Football Night in McAllen ISD. Well, it's a nice, cool night here, November evening, Friday night football. Matt Kai and Nikki Rowe couldn't ask for anything better. I'm Mark May along with Mario Reyna. And Mario, we've got two intercity teams going up against each other tonight, but there's a little more at stake than just bragging rights, isn't there?
Correct. Lots of it's playoff atmosphere, big time. You know, we'll talk about it as the game evolves, but the keys to the game, which team is going to develop their offensive tempo. It's going to be very important. Stay on the field because you don't want the defense to have stops, which is another key to the game. And at the end of the day, who's going to be that team that's going to be the most relentless team that can deal with adversity and overcome that? Because it's going to happen.
Yeah, and the game could get, go down to the wire like last week. Nikki Rowe and Memorial going 3 overtimes. And you've got to stay relentless in that quest for the win tonight, which both teams can benefit from getting a win as they head to the playoffs, which start next week. Well, earlier this week, we stopped in at a practice over at Mackay, and Mackay defensive end was Mason Briones, and here's what he had to say.
Hi, my name is Mason Briones, and I play DN for the McAllen Bulldogs.
And this one goes nowhere as well. The Bulldogs just all over it. They got a tackle on the play there by the defensive end, Mason Briones.
Basically, what defensive end does is contain the quarterback and make sure nothing basically goes outside of where we want to go, try to force everything back inside. We don't want to lose to both of our crosstown rivals, you know. It's a game we definitely want to win. Even though we're already in the playoffs, it's a game we want to win, and plus it'll change our standings in the playoffs as well. My favorite part of the position is like the freeness that I kind of have. Once I hear that national anthem, that's whenever it starts to finally fully kick in that it's time to play. I want to go to Texas A&M and study to become an engineer.
All right, Mason Briones, a defensive end. And then how about Nikki Rowe? We stopped in over at their practice as well this week and talked to their strong safety, kind of hybrid safety and linebacker, and that's Fabian De La Garza, a senior. Let's check in with him.
My name is Fabian De La Garza, senior. I play strong safety for the Nikki Rowe Warriors. What got to me for football is the love for it, the passion.
First man back there was Fabian De La Garza.
I would describe my role as I help out both on secondary and inside the box for the runs, for passing, anything, and I help out with motivating my team too. My toughest challenge is switching positions from inside backer to going to strong safety. It's completely not, it's similar, but it's not the same. So I got to learn how to do different things.
And how has that worked out for you?
It worked out pretty good so far. I'm hoping to succeed more in this next game we're coming up.
4th and goal. And here they toss it to the right side. Nowhere to run here for Solis.
The memory I had was against Memo as we stopped him on the 1 yard line for the touchdown, and I was there to stop him from scoring. I'm gonna do HVAC, so I'm gonna go for 1 year in college or STC and finish it and start working from there.
All right, let's check in with our starting lineups now. First of all, with the visiting team tonight, which is the McAllen Bulldogs. And the McAllen Bulldogs will be going with McCoy Woltoff at quarterback. He's got 19 touchdown passes. Hunter Morley is their leading rusher, close to 1,000 yards. Then they've got Cinco Jones, Finn Henderson, who's back in the lineup, Talon Garcia, and Eden Maldonado. And then the offensive line, Brian Pazan, Andrew Saldana, Diego Villegas, Matthew Guetta, and Adam Gonzalez. Sophomores are guards there. And defensive line, Mason Briones, we mentioned, Fletcher Frisbee and his brother Cash Frisbee in there, surrounding Sam Heffley. And then the linebackers, the leading tackler Oliver Schwartz and Brian Bettis. Then our secondary includes Aiden Ayala and David Mercado at the corners, safeties Elijah Schwartz and Pablo De La Rosa at the safeties, and the rover is Riley Owsley. And then looking at Nikki Rowe, starting with their offense, and Elijah Garza is their quarterback, and Garza with 11 touchdown passes this year. Alex Lopez, their leading runner, is in the running back position. The two tight ends, Mikhail Hinojosa and Ronaldo Gonzalez, then the two receivers, Anthony Hernandez, and their leading receiver, Landon Bedetta. Meanwhile, the offensive line, Derek Perneda, Mark Akahoshi, Aiden Solis, and Santiago Villanueva, and then Ivan Rodriguez. And looking at the defense for Nikki Rowe, they will come out with their linebackers, Dante Rodriguez and Rotzbel Ramos, the two leading tacklers on the team. And then they have the secondary of Hector Andrade and Rigo Cerda at the corners, the safeties, Ricardo Valencia, Fabian De La Garza, and Omar Aguirre. And then Julian Nava, Alex Guzman are the defensive ends, and Alfredo Ochoa, Jacob Rodriguez will be the defensive tackles. And now we'll show our referees. Here's our officials looking
What
dapper
is going
before the
on
game.
here, Mark? Are they going to a dance or are they here to officiate? This is a real good crew led by Javier Chirinos, Luben Garcia, Freddy Martinez, Dennis Cantu, Gabriel Garza, Jose Martinez, and Eusebio Alvarado.
All right, how about our players to watch? First of all, for the McAllen Bulldogs, their wide receiver, Finn Henderson, who missed the game last week. They held him out as a precaution, and he'll be back in the lineup tonight, leading the team with 40 receptions and has 12 touchdown catches this year. Meanwhile, for Rowe, they've got an offensive weapon in their backfield in Alex Lopez, a senior with 632 yards rushing, averaging 7 yards a carry, and has 7 touchdowns. And now we're getting ready for our national anthem. We have the color guard. Out there in our color guard includes the right rifle, Cadet Private First Class Justin Garcia, and the left is Cadet Captain Melody Urias. And now we'll have our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting
Wow, very well done there by Leanne Baylor from Nikki Rowe High School. Had her mariachi uniform on as well, and excellent job there in the national anthem. And then we have the color guard marching off the field. And here's our game, Mackay Bulldogs and the Nikki Rowe Warriors. For Mackay, they're in the playoffs, but they can improve their seeding with the win tonight. They could finish third. A loss would put them in fourth. Nikki Rowe needs to win to be in that top four. They could actually leapfrog the Bulldogs with the win tonight to finish in third place, but no chance for them to be in fourth place, because if they lose tonight and fall into a three-way tie with Palmview and Mission, the tiebreaker would favor the Mission Eagles. Mission Eagles winning last night over La Jolla Juarez Lincoln 41-16. Mission improving to 3-4 in the district race. Palmview is 3-3 right now, but they're playing the Memorial Mustangs. Palmview loses that game, they would be 3-4 and fall into a tie. Palmview wins outright against Memorial, then they improve to 4-3, and that can improve their playoff chances. But we'll get into all that as the game goes on. There we see Coach Patrick Shelby in his 7th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. Glad to have his team back in the postseason after missing last season.
I was talking to him before the game, Mark, and it's like after I finished talking to him and to Coach Taylor, it's like I want to go play for them. They're just exciting coaches. Their philosophies are great. Coach Shelby talked a lot about focus, fundamentals, stay disciplined to your team goals. And Coach Taylor talked about merit. That was important for him. You must earn everything. Nobody's going to give it to you. You got to earn it.
Yeah, Coach Taylor in his first year at the helm of the Rowe Warriors, and here come the Warriors. The Warriors also had some kids from Hendricks Elementary, one of the feeder schools, coming out with them as well. The kids who play in football at the 5th grade level. And here come the Mackay Bulldogs. Mackay will be the visiting team tonight. Mackay coming in on a 3-game win streak. They're 6-3 overall. They've already clinched a winning season. They're 4-2 in district. And meanwhile, Rowe at 4 wins and 5 losses in overall, and 3-3 in the district race.
And Mark, you talk about those kids from the elementary. It's great to see them out here. And I also saw a bunch of little cheerleaders from Hendricks and other schools out here. So it's always great to get the little kids from the elementaries excited and here participating in the events.
Yeah, there we see the captains for the visiting team, Mackay, Oliver Schwartz, Ben Henderson, Pablo De La Rosa, McCoy Waltoff, Diego Villegas, and Cash Frisbee. And then we also have the captains for Nikki Rowe, Ricardo Valencia, Rotzbel Ramos, Dante Rodriguez. Those are all defensive players there. Elijah Garza, Iban Ramirez, and Nomar Aguirre. They've also got a 7th player in there in Justin Filan. Excuse me, let me correct that. That's numbers. I'll have to see who's missing.
Nikki Rowe has won the toss and deferred their choice to the second half. We will begin the game with Mackay receiving at the north end zone.
So Nikki Rowe won the toss, Mark.
Nikki Rowe, very good. Yeah, it was Justin Filan. It's a last-minute addition for the captain's list. And Nikki Rowe, yeah, I think Nikki Rowe, they can probably set the tone early by taking the ball here. And Nikki Rowe coming in with averaging about 191 yards rushing per game. That's a tick better than Mackay at 189. As both these teams relying heavily on the rush.
I think they won the toss, but they want to put their defense as the players are. So they're going to kick off and deferred. So,
okay.
Yeah. And that's an interesting call because, I mean, Rowe's offense did pretty good last week, but their defense was not bad too. So be careful with Cinco Jones, no, Mark?
Oh, yeah. Standing about his own 10-yard line. Ready to return this one. The kick will be by Daniel Salazar. There's the other return man for Mackay, Joaquin Alvarez. also at his 10-yard line. McAllen on offense doing pretty well this season, averaging just under 37 points a game. And a pretty good balance, right around 200 yards rushing and 200 yards passing. They're 204 passing, 189 rushing. And this will go out of bounds, actually. It went out about the 1-yard line, so it does not go out for a touchback.
Free kick out of bounds.
And this will benefit McAllen, so get the ball at about the 30-yard line.
By rule, the ball be placed at the 30-yard line. First down,
As you were talking about the good passing by Woltoff and the great receivers in Finn Henderson and Zico Jones, we also know that Hunter Morley, he comes into this game with 923 yards. He should hit the 1,000-yard mark tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on number 25 there. Just needing 77 yards to reach 1,000 for the season. Here, the last regular season game, and the first handoff goes to Morley, who carries the ball up for a yard to the 31-yard line.
And that's exactly what the defense has to do for the Warriors. They have to shut the run down. You do that, and you make the Bulldogs a one-dimensional team, which is make them pass. But they're pretty good in the passing game too, so you got to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, Rutzbel Ramos and Julian Nava combining on that tackle. Ramos the leading tackler on this road team with 118 tackles. And here is Woltoff wanting to throw on second down. Looks like he's going to run this one. Has good room there and gets it up close to the 40 and close to a first down. I think it will be enough to move the sticks, and it is.
And as the season has evolved for Woltoff, he's making better decisions about when it's time to run, and he always seems, when he decides to run, he does a great job. He does come into this game with 478 yards.
Yeah, averaging almost 6 yards a carry. And has scored quite a bit, too. He's a threat near the goal line with 7 touchdowns. Man in motion, Talan Garcia. And this is going to be a sweep right to Morley. Rowe able to string this one out pretty well. And Morley's going to be hit for a loss of yardage. He's going to lose about 2 here, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's a rare loss of yardage by Hunter Morley. And what happens is you make him run to the sidelines. Don't let him run upfield. And when you do that, you're usually not going to get a lot of yards. The other thing about Woltoff, Mark, is his ability to fake as a quarterback. He's very good at that.
Yeah, Woltoff, a senior. He played defense last year, which probably helps him as a quarterback. He's going to throw here on second down, and this is incomplete. Was intended for the tight end, Eden Maldonado.
That's actually incomplete, but it's actually a good play because Woltoff recognized that there was nothing there. Why force it and maybe get an interception? So he just threw it away and just get to third down. 3rd and 12. Here's a good opportunity for the Warrior defense to come up with a stop.
Jaziel Hernandez providing coverage on that last play on Maldonado. 3rd down and 12 now for the Bulldogs. Rowe in kind of an odd man front with only 2 down linemen. Julian Nava, defensive end, actually was standing up for a moment. Now he goes into a 3-point stance. And Rowe will rush 3 here. It's Woltoff, gets rid of it, and the ball is incomplete. Was intended for his receiver, Talant Garcia, but Garcia unable to hold on. It'll bring on the punting unit.
And that's a pretty good play call, Mark. You want to get Woltoff rolling out. He rolls out to buy some time, and he made a very good pass. Usually it is caught, but not that one. So a break for the Warrior defense, and they get themselves a stop.
And coverage on the play by one of the captains, Ricardo Valencia, senior with 57 tackles. Now the punting unit on there for McAllen. Schwartz is their punter. And this will take a McAllen bounce. Bouncing around the 23 and killed at the 22-yard line by McAllen's Blake Shelby. And so it'll be Rowe taking over now with their first opportunity back at their own 22-yard line with 9:52 to go here in the first quarter.
As you know, Mark, I was not here last week when Rowe played, so what came out of last week's offensive output? I know.
Well, Alex Lopez had a pretty good game with a couple of long touchdown runs, one of over 50 yards and one of about 75 yards.
So we'll keep an eye out for Lopez.
They didn't throw the ball as much as I expected them to. We'll see if they throw it a bit more tonight. They're averaging about 60 more yards rushing than passing, 326 total yards per game. And here's a handoff on first down, and this is Lopez, who crosses the 25 up to about the 27-yard line, and a gain of 5.
And you know, Lopez, this is his 8th game. He hasn't played for total 9 games. He has been evolving here at the end of the season. Tough little runner. He can get you the tough yards, but once he's in the open field, look out, like you said, Mark. He comes in here averaging 7 yards per carry.
Yeah, got 6 there, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. And here's, they're going to hand it off again. And so Lopez again is able to cross the line of scrimmage before he's forced back by the Mackay defense. Mason Briones in there, along with Oliver Schwartz and Cash Frisbee.
And that's a Bulldog defense right there. All season long, it's not about only just one defender coming up with a tackle. It's about a bunch of them. When you look at their defensive stats, they're incredible. Bunch of guys with a lot of good numbers.
Yeah, Mackay only giving up 15.4 points a game. They've been a stingy unit all year. And here, handoff on 3rd down is Lopez up to the 30 before he's forced back, well short of the 1st down. And I'll bring up 4th down and just 2. Way back inside their 30. They'll probably bring on the punting unit here as we see the replay there.
Nicely done, Mark, on the Bulldog defense. They come up with a stop.
Hayden Helgeson, the junior linebacker.
Pretty good
making
numbers.
a solo stop there.
He comes in here with 47 total tackles.
And Garza, the quarterback, is their punter. Gets this one off. And it looks like there'll be a chance for a Mackay return here from the 19-yard line. And able to get up to about the 22 is Elijah Schwartz, the brother of Oliver Schwartz. Elijah, the younger brother by 1 year. He's a junior. His brother's a senior. And Mackay will start their 2nd possession from their own 22-yard line.
So we talked about a key to the game, Mark, about developing your offensive tempo. Of course, this is the 2nd possession. So let's see what team is going to be the first one to accomplish that key to the game. We talked about defensive stops, and both teams connected on the first possessions.
Tackle on the play by Nomar Aguirre for Nikki Rowe. Yeah, Aguirre, one of those players that plays offense, defense, and special teams. That basically never leaves the field. As Morley on 1st down picks up a yard. And tackle, I think first man there was Ramos, and Dante Rodriguez also in there. And here's a good stat for you, Mario. The 2 linebackers, Rodriguez and Ramos,
incredible numbers,
come in with over 100 tackles each. They've combined for 232 tackles entering tonight's game. That's 28%, almost a third of the team total.
That's a lot, Mark. I always hear you calling out their names.
Yeah, those are some busy guys right there. The 2 men in the middle, number 7 and number 5, as Waltoff steps up on 2nd down. Now wants to run it and slides down at about the 29. It'll be a 3rd down and about 3.
Once again, Waltoff with a good decision. First of all, he does not get sacked, doesn't lose yardage, and comes up and gets enough yards to make it a 3rd and 3, which means with Morley in the backfield, or the faking ability of Waltoff, the run game is available, so is the passing.
And see if Rowe acting like they might blitz here. And the linebackers back off, but the corners come in, and a quick pass. It's incomplete. Intended for Finn Henderson. First time they've targeted him. Of course, he missed last week. And comes in with 40 receptions for close to 700 yards.
And he was well defended. Ball was kind of thrown out of bounds. So how about that? The Warriors come up with their 2nd stop of the night.
And here is Oliver Schwartz for the punt for the 2nd time. And acting for a moment like he wanted to run the football. And then punts, gets a Bulldog bounce here, and it'll pin Rowe back in their own territory again. So the ball is killed at the 42-yard line.
That looked kind of what was going to happen there. I don't know if they gave him the opportunity to shorts to, hey, if you see a big hole, take it. But I don't think he saw any hole, and he punted it.
Yeah, it was. He didn't need much. It was 4th down and 3. But yeah, I agree with you, Mario. I don't think he saw any opening, and wisely punted the football. A short punt, though, is only 30 yards. And here's Rowe on 1st down. Going to run this sweep left. And the runner, Lopez, forced out of bounds. After a short gain, he's up to the 47, it looks like, and gain of 5.
The other thing I like about Lopez, look how he likes to hold the ball. And when he gets contact, he tries to put 2 hands on the ball.
Yeah, always protecting that football. Mackay's generated 13 turnovers this season, a little over 1 per game. And here on 2nd down and 5 is Lopez again, and this time nowhere to go. And Mackay is going to tackle him for a loss. Brian Bettis in there along with Schwartz. And a couple of other teammates. Frisbee in there, Cash Frisbee. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
I mean, Oliver Schwartz comes in here with 105 total tackles. Incredible. And that's probably a lot of stats that are not listed, or he's close to making tackles.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a all-value performer on defense for sure.
Yeah, averaging almost 12 tackles a game. And here's Garza back to throw. Pocket collapsing now, wants to run, takes a hit, and keeps on pushing.
Wow.
Second effort, and I think he got the 1st down.
There's somebody that wants the season to continue, Mark. He knows what's on the line. What a run. He should not have gotten the 1st down. First of all, he made a good decision to run, but he got hit pretty good. I mean, Oliver Schwartz
most
is
quarterbacks
nobody.
would go down off a hit like that.
Oliver Schwartz is the one that hits him. He usually go down when he hits you, but credit to Garza. He kept on going.
And Garza, not a big threat as a runner, averaging only less than 2 yards a carry.
Timeout. Nikki Rowe, their first timeout of the half.
And Rowe calls a timeout. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 1st quarter. No score as yet, but Rowe has a 1st down in Mackay territory. They elect to talk things over. And some of the other games going on tonight in the district include McAllen Memorial trying to clinch the district outright if they can pull out a win at La Jolla, taking on the Palmview Lobos tonight. Palmview also incentivized to win that game. They have a chance at the playoffs if they pull out a win. And then also Vela is at Rio Grande City. Vela at 5-1. Now if Vela can win against Rio Grande City and Memorial should lose, then those 2 teams would share the district title. They'd both be 6-1. If Rio Grande City just 1-5 in district this year, imagine Vela will probably prevail in that game. And Mission, of course, beating La Jolla Juarez Lincoln last night, 41-16. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Roll out for Garza. And completes his pass to the tight end, Gonzalez, for a 1st down. And how about the patience Garza showed on that play?
That's what I was going to say.
Wait for his man to uncover.
First of all, rolling out, and then knowing that his receiver, because there was some traffic out there, Mark. I said, this is kind of dangerous, but he knew where to put it, because you can see a couple of Bulldog defenders right there.
13 yards. And Gonzalez came in with 13 catches for 135 yards, gets 13 on that one. And here's a run left and cutting up inside. This is first carry for Ivan Ramirez, and the ball comes loose. Mackay appears to have it, and they do. Ball recovered by the linebacker, Helgeson, and Mackay has the ball back.
And just when the Warriors were on the move, trying to make something positive, here comes the turnover. The only unfortunate thing about this, well, for the Warriors, is that the turnover came on the Bulldog side. So that was Ivan Ramirez, who usually does not fumble.
So Mackay with the ball with 3:46 to go here in the 1st quarter, a 1st turnover. There's a run to the left. That's Morley. Morley up to the 30-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play.
Morley finally found an open hole there. Really got through it and gained 6 yards on the left side of the line. Good blocking.
Yeah, brought down. I think Valencia was in there on the stop along with his teammate Hernandez. And here's 2nd down and 4. Woltoff looking to throw, has time. Man is open, it's caught, and a 1st down. And that's Garcia, the tight end. And they're going to move the sticks.
Good catch, Mark. And then after the catch, he got hit pretty good. I'm surprised he did not fumble. Watch this. Right there. That's a hard hit.
That was Nomar Aguirre.
Nomar Aguirre. Good job of not fumbling.
Garcia picked up 14 yards. And that guy at the 44-yard line now is Morley. A couple of blockers in front. Able to fight his way up to about the 49. Had some blocks from Andrew Saldana and Matt Guetta, the 2 sophomore guards, pulling for him.
Did you see what Morley did on that, Mark? He was real patient. We'll take a look. If we look at the replay, look how he follows Saldana right there. Allows Saldana, and Saldana gets himself a pancake. I'm sure his dad's going to be happy about that. Coach John Saldana at Gonzales Elementary.
Yeah, give that man some syrup. And this time they run a trap to the left. And it's going to be short of the 1st down, but they'll bring up 3rd down and close. Run there by Diego, that was Woltoff, the quarterback, holding on to it.
Look at that nice fake. He waited, that was a run pass option, RPO, and he waited to the last second to take the ball out, and he ran himself.
So 3rd down and a long one here for the Bulldogs. Last 100 seconds of the 1st quarter, no score. Garcia went in motion to hand this off. Morley has room, has the 1st down, and gets into road territory to about the 42-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play, and the Mackay stays in business here now with their 3rd 1st down.
Good job by Morley. Play was designed to go up the middle. Did not see anything, and he went outside and got some yardage.
Fabian De La Garza in there on that tackle. De La Garza came in with 89 tackles. That's the most of anybody in the secondary for Rowe. Trips to the right side, 2 receivers left. Empty gun here for Woltoff. 3-man rush. Woltoff gets this off in time. Man is open. It's Garcia again. And Garcia with the 1st down, deep into road territory. He'll be in the red zone at the 16-yard line, and it's a pickup of 26 yards.
And once again on this play, Mark, you can see how Woltoff has evolved. He ran up, bought some time. He actually had an open field in front of him, but made the right decision to throw a pass.
Yeah, Garcia open on the same kind of play that they ran previously to Garcia, a little hook route. And now I think Mackay thought they might be signaling timeout, but I think they were just changing the play. Still 6 seconds on the play clock. Woltoff back to throw. Receivers going deep. Woltoff's going to run this. And it goes down right about the 12-yard line. Their gain of 4. The clock has run out. It's the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
Yeah, there's another look at it there. He took a hard shot there at the end from Ramos, and we're at the end of 1. No score yet, but Mackay in the red zone when we come back for the 2nd quarter. And this is football night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Mark May here with Mario Reyna. Coming to you from DQ Fan Field. Nice cool night for Friday night football. Finally got some football weather in here.
Absolutely beautiful.
And the teams have switched ends. Mackay in white, Rowe in green. And Mackay with the 2nd and 6 from the 12 here as Woltoff calls his own number and gets up to the 10-yard line with a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Tackle number 44, Guzman. But in that last play right before the halftime, Ramos, man, he almost buried Woltoff on the tackle mark. And I think that's why they call him the little wrecking ball. He will unload on you.
We saw, Dante Rodriguez in on the tackle along with Alex Guzman. 3rd down and 4 now. Mackay is 1 for 3 on 3rd down.
It could be 2 down territory, Mark, but when you need points and you have a good kicker like Cáceres, you might go for those. So we'll see what happens in this play.
And here's Woltoff wanting to run behind Morley's block. And gets up to about the line of scrimmage, but no further. And they'll be well short of the 1st down. So Ramos in there on the tackles at the bottom of that pile, along with defensive tackle Blas Barrios.
Well done by the defense, Mark, and Coach Shelby is going to go for the points. Why not? You have a pretty good kicker, Cáceres.
Cash Cáceres this year has made 2 of 3 field goal attempts, as long as 50. This will be much closer at 27 yards.
Close to an extra point mark, and he's 37 out of 38 for the year.
Here's the kick by Cáceres. It's up and good. And Mackay takes a lead of 3-0 here in the early part of the 2nd quarter. 10:26 to go before halftime. And Mackay in the lead.
So Mackay turns the turnover into 3 points.
And so we got a nice game developing here. 3-0 our score. Mackay on front row to receive when we come back.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back. There we see a shot of the moon. It's got some of the sunlight bouncing off of it. Looks gorgeous in the low in the sky here tonight. Bulldogs and Warriors. And here's our kickoff by Cáceres. This will go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, and the Warriors will get the ball at their own 25-yard line here with 10.5 minutes to play in the 1st half.
And that right there, Mark, is a special teams weapon. You can get your kicker, Cáceres, to put the ball all the way into the end zone. Then you automatically, Warriors get it at the 25, but they don't have an opportunity for a big run back. So does the kicker get a tackle for that, Mark?
Yeah, I think so.
We should.
By the way, that Mackay scoring drive, remember Helgeson, the linebacker, recovering a fumble at the 24-yard line, and Mackay 10 plays, 66 yards, 27-yard field goal by Cáceres, and they lead 3-0. First play from scrimmage for Nikki Rowe is incomplete. The pass intended for the tight end, Mikhail Hinojosa. It's listed as an H-back in Rowe's system.
And in 9 games this year, Garza usually gets at least 10 completions. Came into this game with 174 attempts and 91 completions. By the end of this game, he should have over 100 completions.
Yeah, he's completed 52% of his passes. And here's on play number 1, Alex Lopez. Sweep to the left. He's got good yardage and a 1st down. Picked up 11 yards there all the way to the 36. And they'll move the chains.
And that's why you give the ball to Lopez on a 2nd and 10, because that's what he's capable of doing. Coming into this game averaging about 90 yards per game. This is a nice cut. Went outside and found those yards. 1st and 10.
Yeah, we saw Schwartz and the cornerback, Alex Corpus, combining in on that tackle. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. And Garza to throw, and this is caught. Post route there by the receiver, Landon Bedetta, came in as their leading receiver with 27 catches for almost 400 yards. Entering tonight, this is his first catch here, and it's a good one.
And when he catches the ball mark, he gets usually 14 yards. But it all happened on that fake. Nice fake. And that's the best pass of the night for Garza, right on the money.
Yeah, 19 yards and a 1st down. They're in Mackay territory at the 45. Now they run this off tackle to the right. This is Lopez, hit at the 39. Falls forward to about the 37-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play.
Nice sportsmanship there on the defensive side, helping Lopez get up. I got to give him credit to Elijah Schwartz. Good decision by Lopez. He's quick.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 6.
We did have a
5-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down.
So that'll negate the 8-yard run. They're going to lose 5 here, back to the 50-yard line. Gives me a chance to tell you about the history of the series between these two teams.
It's got to be close, no?
Yeah, this is the 34th meeting. Of course, they first met back in the early 90s. And Rowe leads the series 17 wins to 16 over Mackay. Last year, though, Mackay won 21-14. Man in motion, that's Landon Bedetta. They're going to throw the opposite way this time. And no gain there as a terrific open field tackle made by Helgeson on the receiver, Hinojosa.
Good job by Helgeson not being fooled. That's why you have him for 21 coming to 21 solo tackles, total 47. 2nd and 15. You know that with your running back, very capable, it could still be a running down, but 2nd and 15, it almost looks like they have to put it up in the air.
They need to get probably at least 7 yards here on this play. Mackay looking like they might want to blitz here. And they are going to blitz. Rowe picks it up well. And here's the pass is caught near the 1st down marker. That's Luis Bettis with his first catch tonight. He came in with 15 catches for over 150 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And makes a good one there.
Basically what the Warrior offense is doing, they're going to take what you give them. The coverage is a little soft. So that was just like a catch and pitch, especially with the arm that Garza has. And now that makes it a 3rd and easy, possibly 2 yards.
So, yep, 3rd and 2. The Mackay 37, they'll give it to Lopez. Hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, and on 2nd effort, looks like he has the 1st down. Yeah, Lopez was not guaranteed anything at the start of that play, and made it happen.
Determination, Mark, and it goes back to what Coach Taylor talked about, that, you know, the merit. You got to earn everything. You got to take it, and you got to earn it, and that's what Garza did in that play. It almost.
And 1st and 10 from the 35 of Mackay. It's Lopez turns the corner. 1st down and more. Down the sideline and pushed out of bounds near the 10-yard line. And Rowe, for the first time, will visit the red zone.
That's what Lopez does for you. He just makes great decisions all the time, Mark. He's got great vision. He's looking for the opening, and once he determines that there's an opening, he takes off. And this is where the Warriors, they have to cash in. He almost ran over that official.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because the Warriors had a turnover earlier. Now this is the way you can get the momentum back on your side.
Yeah, 23-yard run there by Lopez. It's a 1st down, the 12-yard line. They'll give to Lopez again. Big hole up the middle. And surges inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you know, when you're moving the ball up to, you know, on the running game, Mark, that's where we got to give credit to that offensive line. Derek Berneda, Mark Akaoshi, Christian Trejo, Santiago Villanueva, and Jose Munoz. And also let's include the tight end there, Ronaldo Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez has one catch already. And so second down from the 7-yard line. They can get a first down at the 2. Garza to throw toward the end zone and incomplete. Intended for Pettis. I think maybe getting a hand in there to break that up was Alex Corpus, the cornerback. Take another look here.
It was good coverage.
And he did. Corpus indeed got a hand in there and knocked that away from Pettis.
His timing, Mark, to make sure that he didn't hit the receiver too early, because then he would have gotten a pass interference.
3rd and 5 now. Warriors are 2 for 3 on 3rd down.
This is a huge play, even though we're here in the second quarter. Rowe needs a lot of something positive to happen on this drive.
Here with 2 tight ends. Garza after a play fake throws end zone, and it's broken up.
I do believe is
there a flag down? Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
It's hard to tell against that gold end zone, but here's the call.
Pass interference. Defense, number 13. The penalty occurred in the end zone. Therefore, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. First down, Nikki Rowe.
Warriors, golden opportunity here. Garza put the ball in play, and it looked like that before the ball got there could have been some contact. And there you see the flag, Mark.
Yep, flag came in
Our
there.
cameras don't miss it.
Near the end. Jesse Cantu is the intended receiver. And here on first down and goal from the 2, and it's a touchdown for the Warriors. McAllen Hinojosa carries it in, and the Warriors go in front, 6-3.
Our stats don't show anything that Hinojosa has had a touchdown this year, and maybe he does, but our stats do not show that.
Yeah, I have him for 0 TDs.
How about that? That could be the most important touchdown of the year for the Warriors. As Coach Taylor's excited.
75-yard drive, and here's the extra point try by Santiago Nunez, and it is good. And that'll bring us to the fan cam with Rowe leading 7-3 here mid-second quarter.
Look at that shot, Mark.
All right. Saw another beautiful shot of the moon as well. And that Rowe scoring drive, 75 yards in 10 plays. 2-yard run by McAllen Hinojosa. Puts Rowe in front, 7-3. This is a must-win game for Rowe if they're going to be playing next week in the playoffs.
And that was a huge drive, Mark, especially after you have a turnover. Get that confidence back on that offense.
Here we see Cinco Jones back to receive at his 10-yard line. Nunez to kick it off. And it's going to be high and short. Fair catch called for and made at about the 30-yard line. That's where Mackay will start.
The other thing, Mark, that we always talk about when McAllen ISD schools play each other, as you take a look at the replay, pretty good blocking on the left side. And Hinojosa does the rest. But, Mark, anytime they play each other, we know, forget about the records. It's just crazy. We've had so many of these games. You never know what's going to happen. And these kids know each other since their days in the boys club in the middle school. So it's a rivalry.
And so Mackay from their own 30-yard line. Garcia will go in motion. Rowe will rush 3, but it's a handoff to Morley. And Morley able to turn the corner, break a tackle, and turning his way for big yardage. 12 yards up to the 42 and a first down.
Good job by Morley not to rush it. That's what some running backs do sometimes. I mean, that's why you're a running back. You get the ball, you want to run, but he waited patiently, and good job, gained 10 yards.
We mentioned that Morley came in with 923 yards rushing. He's well on his way toward getting that 1,000 as Woltoff calls his own number here after the fake and is upended at about the 47-yard line, a gain of 5.
And that's what Hunter Morley does for you after he gains yards. You fake it to him, a lot of the defenders go for the fake, and that gives Woltoff an opportunity to find 5 yards himself.
Past the halfway point of the second quarter. Rowe in front by 4. Woltoff wants to throw, steps up, fires, and overthrown. It was intended for Morley, who is racing deep down the field. A couple of Rowe defenders in coverage, including number 1 there, Valencia. It'll bring up third down.
It's a good thing that the defense, they're keeping an eye on Morley, because he did come into this game also, besides the running ability, he has 23 receptions. You cannot forget about Morley coming out from the backfield.
Yeah, he's had a couple of receiving touchdowns as well this year. 9 total TDs, 7 rushing, 2 receiving. And here a 3rd and 5. Warriors will rush 4. Now they have Rodriguez on a delayed blitz. He's going to catch Woltoff, who started to run. And he's going to be pulled up just short of the first down. Yeah, 4th and a yard. So they get to the Rowe 49-yard line.
I don't think it's so early in the game. I don't think that Coach Shelby's going to take it on a 4th and 1. But you got to be careful. Remember the last punt. It kind of looked a little strange where Schwartz almost looked like he was going to run with the ball.
And here's a fake on the 4th and 1. It's Morley. And Morley fights his way for the first down. A snap to the up back, which was Morley, and he took off straight ahead. And McAllen will stay in business.
That's a good play call, willing to take a risk, especially after the Rowe offense came up with a touchdown. Because if the Rowe offense gets the ball right there, it's a golden opportunity for them. A huge first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they keep the drive alive. Still plenty of time. We're under 5 minutes to play the first half. McAllen with all 3 of their timeouts. A draw to Morley. Has some room, breaks a tackle, and then gets up to about the 43-yard line for a gain of 4.
And that's a good play that the Bulldogs have in their playbook. That misdirection, kind of like delay, draw, handoff.
Morley, a big, powerful senior. His younger brother, a freshman, also plays on the varsity. And here's 2nd down and 6. Run to Morley. Kind of a slow developing play there, and Morley only able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Who else? Dante Rodriguez. You can count on him all the time. He'll be close to every play. Incredible 114 total tackles.
Bring up 3rd down. See the replay there. Also on the tackle, Fabian De La Garza once more.
Looks like it's a passing down.
3rd and 6. Bulldogs 1 for 5 on 3rd down.
I don't know if the Warriors has a spy there, Mark. You got to keep an eye on Woltoff because he likes to run.
And it looks like he was changing the play. Now decides to call timeout with the play clock getting away from him.
Timeout. McAllen, their first timeout of the half.
First timeout of the half for McAllen. We'll take a break. 3:21 to play before halftime. It's Rowe 7, McAllen 3. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back here. Football night, McAllen ISD, Mark May with Mario Reyna. The rest of our crew, our director, Mr. Raul Ramos, bringing you this game. And here's a 3rd down and 6 for Mackay. Waltoff steps up and now is wrapped up, and he's going to be sacked. There's the whistle. And the sack made by Owen Runhel, the senior defensive lineman. And Mackay will bring on the punting unit. Also got an official's timeout.
Yeah, well done by Rahel. He did come into this game with 1 sack, but I don't know if there's any other bigger sack than that one.
Loss of 3 yards. And we do have an official's timeout right now. 3:09 to go here before halftime. We'll go ahead and take a quick opportunity to step aside, and we will be right back. 7-3 Warriors.
The Seams Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Seams. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Seams McAllen Ford, or always online at SeamsMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Seams.
And welcome back. Score to give you an update here. Memorial at La Jolla Palmview. Palmview in the lead right now, 7-6. The first half over there at the La Jolla ISD Stadium. So Palmview still fighting. There's our moon.
It's not easy to win a district title. How hard was it for the Mustangs to win last week, Mark?
Oh yeah, it was a very tough game all the way down to the end. 3 overtimes with Nikki Rowe. There we see the flag at half-staff tonight due to the passing of former Vice President Dick Cheney. Flags have been at half-staff all over the country. You see Runhel there coming off the field. He was the one that got the sack a moment ago, forcing Mackay's punting unit to come out. Mackay with a 4th and 9, bring out Schwartz. It's the 3rd punt of the first half for Mackay. This takes a big Bulldog bounce and just goes into the end zone where it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Alex Corpus giving a valiant chase there. It'll be out to the 20.
Well, how about that Warrior defense coming up with another stop? And we know that Mackay offense is a pretty good offense in recent weeks. They've been putting up some big numbers. So give credit to that Warrior defense.
Yeah, defense keeping Rowe in the game right now. Mackay's defense has played well as well, giving up just 1 scoring drive. So here we go, under 3 minutes to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts. And Lopez on the run. And looks like the ball may have come out. Ball may have come out there just before he went down. Officials still checking. And it's going to be Mackay football. Mackay gets their 2nd turnover of the first half and will take over deep in road territory at the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the Bulldog defense. They're creating the fumbles. They're going for the ball. If you take a look right there, they're going to go for the ball, causing the fumble. Good play by the number 5, I believe. No, 15.
15, that would be Helgeson. That's his 2nd fumble recovery of the game.
A great night on defense. Let's see if the Bulldogs can cash in.
Mackay now having generated 15 turnovers in 9.5 games, and there's a pass on 1st down. It's Henderson with his first catch, and he's got a 1st down, and it's going to be near the 10. They're going to be at the 12-yard line, and a gain of 13.
It was just a matter of time that they will get Henderson a play because you know it's actually a great catch by Henderson. Receiver for the Bulldogs.
I think on the tackle there we had Aguirre and De La Garza.
That's catch number 41 for Henderson.
Now 1st and 10. Got the 2-minute timeout coming up after this play as Morley tries to turn the corner. Good defending there by Rose. They're going to stop him for a yard loss. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And we're at the 2-minute timeout.
The 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout gives us a chance to recognize our Warrior fan of the game, brought to you by Main Event. And we see them now. We've got multiple winners tonight. We've got several students out there. Hector De Leon, who's a 7th grader at Morris Middle School. And then some Nikki Rowe students in Dianis Salinas, Jimena Gonzalez, Fabiola Gonzalez, and Teo Ari Cantu. And congratulations to them. You see their parents out there. I see one of the school board members, Mr. Robert Carrion, out there representing the school board. Our principal at Rowe, Mr. Gutierrez, is out there. Our athletic director, Mr. Brian McClenning. And we appreciate Main Event for celebrating our Bulldogs and our Warriors, fans of the night. Also saw the McAllen High principal, Miss Stephanie Friedland, in that group.
Careful with Cinco or Finn.
So here we go, 2nd down and 11 after the 2-minute timeout. And here's Woltoff looking left. Goes toward the sideline and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Garcia. He was unable to hang on, and it'll be 3rd and 11.
Because of the playoff implications, especially for Rose, almost every play is so crucial, so important. So here's a big play for the Rowe Warrior defense. Can they come up with another huge stop? So far, they're having a great game.
Yeah, mind you, this drive started at the Rowe 25 as Mackay generated a turnover deep in Rowe territory. They're trying to capitalize now, but now facing a 3rd and 11. Rowe looking like they might want to blitz. They're going to rush 4. Woltoff steps up in the pocket, going to lob this forward. It's caught by Henderson, and Henderson will be short of the 1st down. That'll be decision time here for Coach Shelby. The 4th and I think only a yard.
The patience by Woltoff. I think this time around, it looks like the Bulldogs are setting up to go for it on a 4th and 1. Of course, you know, maybe they're trying to use some that count to see if they can get the defenders. And anytime you have Hunter Morley in the back, he can get you that yard. Oh, there's a penalty, Mark.
Oh, goodness.
Now no choice for Shelby.
Timeout.
Unless there was a
Nikki Rowe. Their 2nd timeout of the half.
My bad.
Timeout by the Warriors. Will be their 2nd one. With 1:45 to go, the Warriors want to make sure they have all their chess pieces in the right place. Facing a 4th and 1 here. This is a points play here. So we see the 2 huddles on each side of the field. Rowe coming in at 4 and 5 tonight. A chance to make the playoffs if they can get a victory. Mackay in at 6 and 3. Chance for a 7 and 3 season. And also, I think if they, depending on whether Mackay wins or loses, it impacts who they play next week, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's one of the things that one of the best teams in all of South Texas is far north. And of course, the reason they're so good is because that coach over there, Marcus Conklin, he got all his training here on this field, Mark. I want to make sure everybody knows that. But you don't want to play far north in the playoffs.
Yeah, they've had a pretty good year. Been a good program there under Coach Kaufman, former Memorial, longtime offensive coordinator at Memorial High School. And here's 4th down and 1. Man in motion is Maldonado. Woltoff calls this, gives it to Morley, and he's got the 1st down, and Morley's got a touchdown. Morley knifes his way into the end zone for his 10th touchdown of the year, and McAllen has regained the lead.
And pretty much that's what good teams do, Mark. You turn turnovers into points. And all the points for the Bulldogs so far, 9, have come off of turnovers.
3-yard run there by Morley. And now they'll bring on Cáceres for the extra point try. He hit a 27-yard field goal earlier. And this will be 20 yards for the point after. Oh, a little trouble on the snap, and the kick is blocked. McAllen recovers to prevent any kind of Rowe return. But there will be no point here on this drive for McAllen. However, they still lead 9-7. Minute 41 to go here before halftime. Another look at the touchdown. You see Morley, some determined running, some excellent blocking there by the offensive line.
Well done.
We're going to go to break. It's McAllen back in front, 9-7. And you're watching football night in McAllen ISD. Good block there by 22, Fabian De La Garza.
The problem was on the ball snapping and the handling of the ball.
McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And welcome back. 9-7 our score. Hunter Morley with the 3-yard touchdown run, culminating a 5-play, 25-yard drive that started with the linebacker Helgeson's fumble recovery back at the 25. Fabian De La Garza able to block the extra point try. And it's a 2-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Here's Cáceres with the kick. And this will go out for a touchback, and Rowe will have it at the 25-yard line. With a minute 41 to work with, they do have 2 timeouts in their pocket. Or actually 1 timeout remaining for them.
We'll see how that extra point missed, if it comes back to hunt the Bulldogs. Another update on the score I see is the McAllen Memorial Mustangs up 12-7 in the second quarter over Palmview.
A tough battle there in La Jolla. Here's at the 25-yard line. And this is Lopez turning the corner up to about the 29. And a pickup of 4 there. 3-up offense now for Nikki Rowe. And on second down, they'll give to Lopez again, able to turn the corner again, and second effort finds his way up near the first down. Looks like it's enough. He'll be at the 36-yard line with a 7-yard gain, and they'll move the sticks.
It's a good thing he barely got the first down, Mark, because you know once you get the first down, they stop the clock for a little bit.
The clock running again now, minute 8, minute 7. Garza with plenty of time here. He's got enough time to read Tolstoy back there. He's going to go deep now, and this is incomplete, but a flag is down. Was intended for Landon Bonetta. And this might be the second PI against McAllen tonight.
And that play right there, you got to give credit to Garza.
Pass interference.
Credit to the offensive line.
Defense,
time, but Garza
number 1.
Downfield.
15-yard penalty, automatic.
It's just a 15-yard penalty,
First down.
but it's a good call right there by the official right on the spot. They were grabbing the offensive player. You cannot do that.
So it moves up to the Bulldog 49-yard line. 1 minute to go. Rowe still with 1 timeout to work with. And Garza buys himself some time, throws into a crowd, and it's tipped and incomplete. Bonetta was there along with the freshman Benji De Leon. About 3 defenders in that area too.
And on that play, I mean, it looked like Garza was going to create something, so this is where the safeties and Schwartz did a great job. If not, not coming up to try to get Garza, who looked like he was going to run with the ball, and he didn't.
I think that was Schwartz who broke it up. Also back there was David Mercado, the cornerback. And here is 2nd and 10. Garza lets this one go and nearly intercepted by McAllen's Brian Bettis. Unable to hang on to be 3rd down and 10.
Good job on that one by Bettis being right there. And he probably, if he had that opportunity again, he would probably come up with an interception.
Hinojosa, the intended receiver. So now it's 3rd down and 10, 47 seconds left. 3 receivers to the left of Garza. It's looking that way. Now scrambling, wants to run it. He's going to be nowhere close to the 1st down. And Mackay might use a timeout here to stop the clock since they'll be getting the ball back.
Unless
timeout.
The Warriors go
Mackay, their 2nd timeout of the half.
That right there is what you call team defense, Mark. The secondary doing a good job, and the middle linebackers not giving up the big yardage to the quarterback.
Yeah, timeout with 36 seconds left. Mackay using their 2nd one. But both teams with 1 timeout remaining.
There's some decisions to be made, Mark. If you go for it, great. You get the opportunity to continue. But if you don't get it, then you give the Bulldogs several plays, especially since they also have 1 timeout left. So a lot of thinking.
Want to avoid a turnover on downs at near midfield. And, it's interesting because Garza is not only their quarterback, but he's also their punter.
It looks like
so if
Coach
they do have
Taylor.
some kind of fake in here, I mean, Garza's the right man to be in there.
Yeah, and Coach Taylor looks like he's going to play it safe. Remember, when we come back in the 2nd half, the Warriors are going to get the ball first.
Elijah Schwartz, we saw just out of frame, back to receive about his own 10-yard line. No pressure on Garza. And this will be, takes a nice Warrior bounce, actually. Instead of going toward the end zone, it bounds forward a little bit and be killed at the 11-yard line. Just Rowe's 2nd punt. And Bulldogs will have 28 seconds and 1 timeout to work with. Imagine they'll just take a knee here.
So it's been a pretty competitive game. Both defensively, take a look at Coach Taylor, but it all comes down to the 2 turnovers, Mark. That has been the difference of the game.
Yeah, Bulldogs got scored on both turnovers. They had a field goal on the first one, then a touchdown on the 2nd turnover. All 9 of their points off turnovers.
And remember, I mean, if Rowe doesn't turn the ball over, they could have more points than the 7.
So Rowe in a prevent defense. Garcia in motion. You hand this off to Morley. And I think that's one of those plays where if Morley able to bust a big one, then you use your timeout. And if not, just let the half run out. So Morley gets it up to the 13-yard line. And the clock running down now to 6 seconds, 5 seconds. And they'll let it, both teams be content to go to the locker room. It's a 2-point game. Have a quick half there as Mackay beats Rowe 9-7. Rowe playing for their season, Mackay playing for playoff position. Halftime here at DQ Fan Field, and we'll see the marching bands. First the Steppers for Mackay, then the Mackay Marching Band, followed by Nikki Rowe's Tiaras, and then the Nikki Rowe Marching Band. All that coming up, and we'll see for the 3rd quarter in a short while. This is football night in McAllen ISD.
Bulldog band include additional staff include George Sanchez, Bulldog director, and Maria Hernandez. Bulldog instructor is Lisa Moreno. Additional instructional staff includes Sissy Gutierrez and Jason Garcia. The McAllen band would also like to thank Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Renee Gutierrez, Director of Fine Arts, Ms. Deborah Loya, and the wonderful McAllen principal, Mrs. Stephanie Friedman, as well as our entire McAllen ISD Board of Trustees for the support that they provide to music education in McAllen ISD. Thank you for everything you do for the McAllen band.
At this time, McAllen fans, alumni, students, on your feet as we honor the great city of McAllen, our community, and our school with the traditional spelling of the McHigh, the national emblem march, and when that old MHS team falls in line.
L C
H I, always and forever, we are McAllen.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's halftime show featuring the Mighty Warrior Band, Color Guard, and the award-winning Tiaras. Joining the Tiaras tonight for their halftime performance are the De Leon Diamonds, under the direction of Yanette Olicini, and the Fossum Rockettes, under the direction of Sofia Ochoa. Officers for the Rockettes are Brizette Flores, Major, and Natalie Reyes, Captain.
Welcome to tonight's halftime show featuring the Mighty Warrior Band, Color Guard, and the award-winning Tiaras.
Division I rating at the UIL Pigskin Jubilee. The Nikki Rowe Mighty Warrior Band will now perform a portion of their award-winning pigskin show entitled The Equinox. And now, under the field direction of Isaiah Estrada and Juan Rios Jr., we proudly present the Nikki Rowe High School Mighty Warrior Marching Band and the Equinox. special tomahawk salute to the great students, teachers, administration, community members, band parents, band boosters, and sponsors of the Nikki Rowe High School Band. We are truly built different. The Rowe Band is under the direction of Bruce Brooker Key, Danny Elizondo Jr., Cristina Gaona, Renee Reyes, and Ricky Vela. Color guard consultant is Orlando Gaitan, and color guard instructor is Michaela Santiago. Front ensemble instructor is Ian Charlton. An extra special thanks to our central administration for their continued and tireless support of our community. We would also like to thank the following businesses for their sponsorship and support this season: Copy Zone, South Texas Health System Clinics, BJ's Brewhouse, and Bella's Taxidermy. The Warrior Band would like to congratulate the McAllen Bulldog Band on their Division I rating and their successful marching season. Thank you for your outstanding season, Warrior Nation, and go Warriors!
And we're back here for the second half, just moments away here at DQ Fan Field. We're about to have the little Warriors run across the field. So we take a look at the stats. You can see it's Mackay in front by 2 right now. First downs
Here
favoring
come
the
the little
Warriors.
Warriors. How about a
rushing yards
handful?
also favoring the Warriors. Passing yards in Mackay's favor, and then total yards almost even between the two teams. Penalties very light in the first half. 2 turnovers hurt the Warriors as all 9 Mackay points coming off those 2 turnovers. And then the third downs, Mackay struggling a bit at 1 for 7, and Rowe doing well at 3 for 5. And we see the kids coming in, and now the bigger kids running out onto the field. This is Mackay.
Test.
And Mackay with a 2-point lead will be kicking off. It'll be Nikki Rowe to receive here to start the third quarter. And
Well,
we'll
the
see
good
Rowe
news-
in their green and gold.
The
Go
good
ahead.
news, Mark, is that the Warriors, right there, they'll get the ball first. Gives them an opportunity to get going. Of course, the first half observation, the defenses have done well, man. 130-something yards, both teams.
Yeah, both teams under 140 yards.
Awesome.
Of total offense.
Good defensive battle. Of course, the 2 row turnovers led to 9 points by Mackay. And of course, something else that we can observe, Mark, is that Coach Shelby went for it twice on 4th down and was successful both times, and that led to that touchdown.
Yeah, 1 for 7 on 3rd, but 2 for 2 on 4th. And the second time got that TD by Morley. That put him in the lead right now. And we'll see what happens here in this third quarter. And I think we heard a score during halftime. I think Memorial went back in front of Palmview.
It looked that way, yeah.
12-7.
You know, we saw Coach Shelby earlier, Mark. I was at that volleyball game that you were calling. And after the game, the kids stomped on the Mackay kids got on the court, and Coach Shelby showed up. They all stopped and went back fast. I was very impressed by the respect that these kids have for Coach Shelby.
There's seen Omar Aguirre staying back at his 10-yard line. Cash Casares will kick it off.
He's due for a big play, Mark, but Casares doesn't give you that opportunity. He kicks it all the way for a touchback.
Yeah, an excellent kicker. And Casares, the senior, he's going to kick this one short, and it's going to be fielded at about the 32-yard line, and knocked out of bounds there is Mikhail Hinojosa. Hinojosa scoring Rowe's touchdown in the first half.
His first, I think, of the year.
And so this will be Rowe at the 33-yard line to start the second half.
So these first 5 minutes of every half are so important, Mark. You're going to see that if the teams are, that's where they make their adjustments. And we'll see who make the best adjustments.
Yeah, you sometimes see some new wrinkles in the second half, especially if teams were struggling a bit in the first half. We'll see what adjustments these two teams have made. Look at Mackay here, really packing the line of scrimmage, and it's a handoff to Lopez. I think that's what Mackay was expecting. Lopez still able to pick up a yard, despite Mackay being all over him.
You know, the Warrior offense, they did move the ball a little bit, even though the stats don't show that. But, I mean, when you have 2 turnovers and you lose 2 opportunities to continue to put yardage on the board, so they can hang on to the ball. We'll see if they can score that touchdown.
So it'll be second down and 8 now, the 34-yard line. Garza to throw. And this is caught for a first down for the Warriors. And that's Landon Bedetta with his second catch. And they'll move the sticks.
Bedetta, he's a great receiver, very respected.
Picked up 12 yards.
Yeah, the defensive back kind of played it a little soft. Giving him that first down. Good start for the Warriors.
Brian Pettis in there on the tackle. And here, 1st and 10. Warriors near midfield. They'll give this to Lopez. Looking to get outside. And Mackay with great defending there, able to string that out. And Lopez hit for a loss of 4. Bring up 2nd down.
That one was tough. Well read already by the, they had to talk about that at halftime. How do you stop Lopez? First one right there, number 17, doing a good job.
Yeah, Elisha Schwartz.
Yeah, Schwartz.
Coming up from his safety spot.
We give Oliver a lot of credit, so little brother wants a little credit too.
So 2nd down and 14 now for the Warriors. Just underway in the 3rd quarter. And Garza with time throws toward the sideline, and this is caught. It's going to be near the midfield there, and on the catch was Anthony Hernandez, the junior receiver, making his first catch. Came in with 12 catches for 98 yards.
That's a pretty good, pretty much, you want it to get at least 6 or 7 yards. That way you can go to a 3rd and 7. It makes it a reasonable opportunity for the Warriors to get a first down. More than likely, they'll probably put it up in the air.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7 now for the Warriors. They were 3 for 5 on 3rd down. They've got a trips to the right. Lopez stays in, and it's going to be a sack here for Mackay as the blitz was coming. And Garza with no chance to get rid of it. Tackled all the way back for a loss of 10.
Good job by Garza not to fumble. That would have been disastrous. And pretty much the Bulldogs, they sent in a lot. There's nothing that the offensive line can do. Look at that. Three of the
Briones and the Frisbee brothers. Pettis also from the linebacker spot coming through. So Garza will stay in there to punt. This will be Rowe's 3rd punt. No pressure. This takes a bit of a Warrior bounce. Going to be picked up by Schwartz at about the 13-yard line, and he's tackled. Terrific open field tackle there at the 14 by Ramos.
Wrecking ball. I think I saw some of these Rowe kids at a local restaurant, and they introduced somebody introduced himself as a wrecking ball. I think it was, he does play like that though. I mean, he's all over the place. You will see him on the all-district selection defensive team for sure. He's not a big guy, Mark.
Yeah, Ramos, 118 tackles he came in with. His teammate Rodriguez with 114. They are far and away the 2 leading tacklers for this Rowe team. And here's Woltoff going to hand this off to Morley on 1st down. Morley breaks the tackle and picks up good yardage up across the 20. Gain of 7.
Here the 2nd half will start to come into play. It's also the endurance of each team.
Woltoff back to throw, and this is caught. There's Henderson, his 3rd catch, and another first down here for Mackay.
And now on the other side, I talk about respecting the receiver. That's what Finn Henderson gets all the time. We look at what he lines up. You look at the defender. They're always playing him, giving him the short pass.
15 yards on that one. Man goes in motion. That's Joaquin Alvarez. Here's Morley. And Morley up to the 39, a gain of 3. And clock running here. Just over 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
And then on that play, Dante Rodriguez was battling his buddy Ramos for the most tackles. Came into this game with 114 total tackles.
And here on 2nd down and 7, Waltoff trying to run with it, breaks a tackle, and is able to pick up a little bit as he's across the 40 to about the 43.
You know, those extra little yards that Waltoff got, you see right here, they had him almost a face mask, but because they didn't bring him down, he gained an additional like 6 yards.
On the tackle, that was Hernandez playing at strong safety. And 3rd down and 4 now here for Mackay. And Waltoff rolling out. And he gets rid of it, has a 1st down right at midfield. That's caught by Broden Santos, junior receiver.
Good play there by Waltoff, hurry up offense, but Waltoff shook off somebody that almost had him, kept his composure, and put the ball right where it needed to be.
Just Mackay's 2nd 3rd down conversion. And here's a inside handoff to Morley, and they've got him by the jersey. As he keeps turning those legs, he'll lose a yard here. And bring up 2nd down.
Of course, in the first half, they tried that play, and they got a lot more yardage off of that one. But the Bulldogs were not tricked by that play.
On the tackle, Barrios, the defensive tackle, and a couple of teammates. 2nd and 11 now. This drive now more than 2 minutes old. Waltoff toward the sideline, and that's caught. Out of bounds is Alvarez. Bring up 3rd down.
And you cannot forget about Alvarez. You have Cinco Jones, you have Finn Henderson, but Alvarez also is a very good receiver. Came in here with 18 receptions.
3rd down and 5 now.
Could be 2 down territory, 3rd and 5, so pretty much the offense is open for a run or a pass.
The road cheerleaders keeping spirits up on the home sideline. Man in motion, Maldonado, the tight end. Waltoff rolling out, and he's going to be sacked. Coming from out of nowhere. That's Dante Rodriguez.
Dante Rodriguez.
Just came out of nowhere like a bullet, and Waltoff was sacked.
He personally put a stop to this offensive possession.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Just when they needed a big play, they got it, Mark.
Yeah, the road defense played really well tonight. Here's Aguirre standing at the 20-yard line. Schwartz is the punter. I don't know if Rowe will get a chance for a return here. They don't want to risk it as the ball is killed by Alex Corpus. And Rowe will start off deep in their own end. They'll be at the 12-yard line. 5.5 to play here in the 3rd quarter. The teams are vying for field position. See the fans here tonight. There's a student section there. Mackay might be blitzing here. And they are going to blitz. Garza gets rid of it. It's batted down by Frisbee. Cash Frisbee swats that down like a fly, and it'll be up 2nd down.
And that's what they teach the defenders, that if you're not going to get to the quarterback for a sack, the secondary goal is just put your hands up, and that's exactly what Frisbee did. Good play. He doesn't get credit for a tackle or anything, but I mean, it's kind of like a tackle because it went for no yards.
Pass defense is all he gets. The Kyle Hinojosa, the intended receiver. And now Rowe on a 2nd and 10. Needs to get some yards here. Low snap to Garza with time though. And it's caught. 1st down. Threw that right over the middle to Hinojosa. Hinojosa having a big night for Rowe.
And Garza starts off, look at Garza. Low snap. So that in itself was a heck of a play, and then to keep your composure and hit your receiver. And look at that sportsmanship. That's the 2nd time I've noticed number 17 doing that. Put him on an all-sportsmanship team.
Yeah, picked up 11 yards, 1st down. Here's Lopez. Lopez picks up maybe a yard there to about the 24. Clock still running here at under 4:40 to go in the third quarter.
And of course, the most opportunities that Lopez gets, you know, you've seen him in the last couple of weeks. He can break it at any time.
Fans, see the assistant principals there in the front. And here's pass over the middle. This is caught. That's going to get up to about the 31-yard line. That looked like Luis Pettis on the catch. Averaged about 10 yards a catch. This one is good for 8.
Wow, the defender was all over him, and he was able to hang on. That's an excellent catch. And the Bulldogs, you can see them, Mark, on defense. They're always trying to cause a fumble.
Down in 1 here for the Warriors.
Causing turnovers is a big deal for defensive coordinator Frank Frantz for the Bulldogs.
Garza fakes the handoff, being chased though. Now forced to get rid of it. Hinojosa was in the area, but mainly just getting rid of that ball. And it'll bring up 4th down and 1.
I'm surprised that the Warriors actually did not go for a quick handoff or a quarterback keeper. Maybe it's not in the playbook, but that surprised me, Mark, that they didn't go try to get that first down.
You can see giving chase there. That was Simon Pardo, defensive tackle.
And once again, in the stats that don't show, Mark, that's no sack, no tackle. But the Warriors are going for it. They know that they have to make things happen if they want to continue to play next week.
So 4th down and 1. Still 5 seconds to snap it. Might be trying to draw Mackay offside here. And now they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout.
So first timeout of the half.
Nikki Rowe, their first timeout of the half.
All right, 3:21 to play here in the third quarter. Rowe takes timeout. We'll take it with them. 9-7, Mackay in front. And you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back here at TQ Fan Field. 9-7 our score. And Rowe decides to punt after the timeout. Garza the punter. Back to receive is Elijah Schwartz. He won't make a play on it. This will take a nice row bounce. All the way inside the 10, still rolling inside the 5. That's going to be killed at the 1.
Ooh, that was close.
Rigo Cerda, defensive back, able to make the play on that ball. Great special teams here by Nikki Rowe. You see Schwartz took a high bounce. He elected not to make a play on as Rowe was charging in.
Look how close. I was afraid he was going to be in the end zone. Good job.
You got to watch your feet there. If you step on the goal line, that white line, it'll be a touchback all the way out to the 20. Great play there by the Rowe special teams, being cognizant of where the goal line was and able to pin the Bulldogs as deep as you can possibly do it.
Good thing that Coach Taylor decided to punt it. Now they need a good defensive status. They can hold them and they'll get the ball in good field position.
Yeah, only down 2 points. Here's a handoff to, or rather, Woltoff keeps it after faking the handoff and picks up a yard. Mackay just looking to get some breathing room here at this point.
And we know, Mark, if they get a safety, then you have a tie ball game.
That is true. Any kind of turnover would also be disastrous.
Look at how hard Woltoff is working. You can see there in the elbow a little bit of blood.
He's run the ball quite a bit tonight. Three receivers to the left side. We got a spread formation, empty gun. And Waltop back to throw. And comes the blitz, gets rid of it. Actually connects into traffic with Alvarez. Picks up only a couple yards though. And it'll bring up third down.
That was a risky play. There was a Warrior defender right there when the pass was completed. Take a look at this, and they almost got to the quarterback.
Now Fabian De La Garza, his helmet comes off. As he makes the tackle, he'll have to come off for a play.
The Warriors could get a stop here. They will get great field position.
Now third down and 7. Rowe's been giving Mackay fits all night on third down, and I think Bulldogs want to talk it over.
Timeout. Mackay, their first timeout of the half.
So each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Minute 42 to go here in the third. Mackay by 2, facing a precarious 3rd and 7.
Today is High School Coaches Day in Texas. We appreciate the hard work and dedication.
The score, McAllen Memorial now leads 19-7 late in the third quarter.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment. This is Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And we're back here, third down and 7 after the Mackay timeout. Rowe looking like they're going to rush 4 here. Waltoff from his end zone, fires deep, man is open, it's caught! First down for Mackay. That's Finn Henderson, his biggest catch of the night.
That's a backbreaker for the Warrior defense. If they could have held the ball, they probably would have gotten the ball right there themselves on offense. So Coach Philip Romero calling the big call there.
Yeah,
why not? When
35 yards.
Yeah, when you have Finn Henderson.
And here's a first down run to Morley. Morley turning the corner, and he has a first down before he's forced out of bounds by Valencia. And yeah, they'll move the chains again.
It seems like in this game, the Bulldogs are making just the right calls. You know, those 2 4th-and-1 situations, they went for it, they got it, and then that big play before this one for the big 35-yard gain. Did they get it, Mark?
Looks like an interception by Rodriguez.
Oh, man, they needed that.
And it's the first turnover of the night by Mackay. And the Warriors are in business at midfield.
Right when they needed it, Mark. Right when they needed it. It looked like the Bulldogs were on a roll. They just had 2 big plays.
As he was tipped up in the air by the defensive lineman, that was Alfredo Ochoa.
Give him credit.
Yeah, tipped up in the air, and then Rodriguez able to intercept it, and that's his first interception of the year.
It was not an easy catch. He had to go down and get it. Good job, Dante Rodriguez.
So Rowe will start off their own 48 here. A minute 2 to go in the third. They hand it off to Lopez. The clock will run.
Again, another frisbee on it, and also number 33, Bettis.
Gain of 1 brings up second down 9 for the Warriors from the 49-yard line.
So last minute of the third quarter.
Now the Bulldogs turned 2 turnovers and 2 points. Can the Warriors do the same thing?
Golden opportunity here for Nikki Rowe. Sgarza being flushed out, being chased by Briones. And it's going to pick up good yards, be near a first down before he's forced out by Pablo De La Rosa, the safety.
See that principal right there in front, Mark? Mr. Masi.
Oh, yes.
Used to be one of my students. Good job and good recognition by Garza. He doesn't like to run a lot, but when he does run it, he usually gets you the yards you need. 3rd and 1. Last time on the 3rd and 1, Mark, they didn't run a running play. I guarantee you they're going to run it this time.
3rd down a yard. They do run it. It's Lopez. 1st down and more across the 35 to the 33-yard line. And that should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Thanks, offensive coordinator Jorge Vela for doing that. Warriors are in business.
All right, yep, no score in the 3rd quarter. But as you said, Warriors on the move here as we head to the 4th. We'll be back for a moment. It's football night in McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. No. And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. Mackay on top, 9-7. No scoring in that 3rd quarter. And Rowe with the ball at the 34-yard line of Mackay territory. And 1st down. See what happens here. It's been a game dominated by defenses as a pass caught here, and that's Landon Beretta. Landon Beretta all the way down inside the 10, inside the 5 to the 4-yard line.
You see a lot of happy kids, happy fans, and why not? Great post route and even a better throw. Beretta, good hands.
Yeah, 30 yards on that pickup. And here they are on a hurry-up offense. 1st down, handoff to Lopez. Is bottled up quickly by Mackay. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And when the probability of running the ball is very high, I mean, you know who's going to get it. Maybe the Warriors can have a little fake there, kind of like what the Bulldogs do with Voltov, and a roll out by Garza or a quick pass. Because if that does not look, who knows, it doesn't look like it might be working.
A brilliant play there.
Now, did the Warriors have problems when they were 1st and goal at the 1 last time?
That was against Memorial, yes, in the 2nd overtime. Had a 1st and goal at the 1, unable to punch it in.
They're going to have to call timeout. Confusion.
Timeout. Nikki Rowe, their 2nd timeout of the half.
2nd timeout by the Warriors with 10:49 to go here in the game. We'll go ahead and keep things here. And the Warriors with the ball at the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, you know, the last time they called a timeout, they had that big play. So let's see what the Warriors can do now.
They've got the ball right in the middle, so they can do anything here. Run the ball left, right, up the middle, or pass into to the end zone.
And at the very least, if they can't get in, which is the ultimate goal, if they get a field goal, they can take the lead.
That's true, yes. And that might affect your thinking if you get down to 4th and goal.
They need to make it happen with this play. Once you get to a 3rd down, it gets harder.
So 2nd and goal, 2 tight ends in there. And Garza looking toward the end zone is going to fire toward the corner and incomplete. Basically threw that away. Landon Beretta, closest receiver in the area. They don't bring up 3rd down. Also had Luis Bettis in the area too.
That's a huge play by Garza. I'm glad he threw it away, because that would have been intercepted.
So he was well out of play. A defender on the play there. That was Joaquin Alvarez playing defensive back. He's normally a receiver.
And now if the Warriors ever have a play that maybe they haven't shown all year, now's the time to use it. Where's Barrera? Right?
So Barrera in the slot. Yeah, there he
Or
is.
second option right there.
And now here's a throw. And it's caught at the 1. Caught by Pettis.
He hung on to it.
He used the outside receiver. See it again here as Garza had to hurry and get that off.
Decision time, Mark. Decision time.
Tackled by Mercado here.
Beautiful isolation. Beautiful isolation. Great camera work. It looks like the Warriors are going for it.
They're going to go for this. The crowd really into it.
For Ramos.
And here, Garza calls his own number. Does not get in, it appears. Got inside the 1. But Mackay's going to have a big defensive stand here.
Got down short of the goal line. The turnover on down, 13-10, Bulldogs.
And once again, the big 1 yard to get. Doesn't happen for the Warriors. The good news is, look where the ball is. This is where your defense, and that might have been the reason Coach Taylor decided to go for it. I mean, you want to get the points right. Credit to that Bulldog interior line. They won the line of scrimmage, and when that happens, you're not going to get anything. But that could be a factor of why go for it. They do have a good defense that's playing well, but they got to keep the Bulldogs pinned.
Mackay takes over the 1 yard line. So Mackay bent but didn't break there. Let's see what happens here. If Rowe can come up with another defensive stand. Woltoff back to throw. Now wants to run it. Has acres of space. As he picks up the first down and more. He's across the 20 all the way to the 24-yard line. A gain of 23.
Woltoff doesn't have a problem running. Good decision, ran to him on 2-3 Warrior defenders. And once he's in the open field, you're going to get good yardage. Big play right away.
And out of bounds, stop the clock, 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Woltoff now will give it to Morley. Morley waiting for his blocks to uncover. Look at this. He pumps one through, and he's going to take it the distance. Mackay with a 99-yard scoring drive, capped by a 76-yard run by Morley, his second touchdown tonight. And Mackay extends their lead to 15-7.
It was just a matter of time. Once again, Mark, once again, Hunter Morley and his patient running. He allows for his offensive line to get the hole for him. And he decides, once he sees the opening, he does the rest. And that should get him into the 1,000-yard mark.
Yeah, that'll put him well over 1,000 just on that play. He needed 77 coming into tonight, got 76 right there. So that should have put him over 1,000.
This is a big conversion, Mark, because it becomes a 2-possession.
Important. And it's good. And the score now 16-7. 9-point lead for Mackay thanks to this play here.
See how he's taking his time?
Wow, great run there by Morley, waited for his blocks, and then took off like a dart. 16-7 the score. We'll take a break, and Rowe will have the ball when we come back.
Back to school sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford, or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
Another look at the touchdown here, and tremendous patience by Morley to wait for his blocks. Took it the length of the field. There's Ben Henderson, first man to congratulate him.
Well, Mark, that's a big play for the Bulldogs, but it happens. I mean, it goes back to the Warriors could not get that yard, or they'd be in the lead. But there's 9 minutes and 36 seconds to go, so there's plenty of time. But the Warriors need to score at this possession.
Saw a shot of Agita back there to receive, but this will go, wow, way out of the end zone. And Rowe will get the ball at their 25-yard line. Got 2 timeouts, 9.5 to work with. And Rowe basically needing to win to secure a berth in the postseason.
They're going to redo the play, Mark.
We'll hear the announcement here.
Offside. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
And that, by the way, just our first penalty of the second half.
How about that?
Had only the 4 penalties total called here tonight. Very clean game between both these teams. And you can see, yeah, there's a man who was offside there, the one right next to the kicker, actually. Just to the left of the kicker.
Look how far Casares kicks the ball. I don't know if it's going to make a difference with his leg, unless Coach Shelby decides to do one of those high kicks where they have to fair catch it, which he is also very capable of. So watch, check out what Casares does. I hope he kicks it off to see if he can kick it into the end zone.
Yeah, I think he'll see that as challenge accepted.
He's got a great leg.
Yeah, he had a 50-yard field goal earlier this season. That's rarely heard of in the high school ranks. And this is another one deep into the end zone, and that one bounces
Thank you
in
for
the
making
back
me
of the
look
end
good,
zone.
Mark. See, that's why I come early to scout these kids.
Oh, yeah. Nagita hasn't been able to touch the ball on a kickoff all night.
That's a big play for the special teams. You never know. Aguirre is such a dangerous return man.
There's Casares on the sideline. Get some water there.
Special weapon there for the Bulldogs.
Now even the kicker has the, we call it the black chalk on there.
In the playoffs, he can be a special weapon.
You see handoff straight ahead. This looks like it's going to lose a yard, actually. It's Lopez on the carry. Maybe second down and 11. Clock starting to become a bit of a factor here with Rowe 2 scores down.
Yeah, they still got plenty of time. They're capable. They got a couple of playmakers. Just like Morley did for the Bulldogs and Finn Henderson.
We're 2 men in the backfield. Garza to throw this toward the sideline. That's caught by Bedetta, who I think stepped out of bounds. Was hoping he hadn't. Could have picked up some more there, but still a first down here for Rowe.
That's what I like about Barrera. He always, after he catches the ball, he's looking to go get those extra yards after contact.
And let me correct myself. He's actually going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. I was looking at where he had run the ball up, but actually stepped out at the 32. And that'll be 3rd and 3.
First things first is a 3rd and 3. It's almost like 2-down territory. The Warriors have to get a first down.
Warriors are 3 for 9 on 3rd down. And Garza going to keep this. Nowhere to run, though. And he's going to lose yardage back to the 31. And we'll see what the Warriors decide to do here. 4th and 4. They might just punt the ball still with 8.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, they have to punt the ball, Mark, because if they don't make it, it's almost like you're giving a short field and can't afford to give up more points. Good job by the Bulldog defense.
There we see Garza. Stays in there as the punter. 2 men back to receive. Elijah Schwartz there on your left. And his teammate on the right is Ethan Shelby. Punt by Garza's high. And Shelby has it at the 25. Has room up the middle. And up to the 39, about a 14-yard return there.
Good decision by Shelby. Got himself an additional 15 yards.
Now here's where the road defense needs to come up big again. We'll see what might have been a flag there. We'll see what that was about.
During the return, holding, return team number 0. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, Mac High.
That penalty helps the Bulldogs a little bit, but of course with less than 8 minutes to go and only one timeout, but you also have that 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs, all they're going to try to do is get a couple of first downs. So you know the Warriors need a stop here.
And Rowe with only one timeout remaining. And off Morley, big hole up the middle. Crosses the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. The clock will run.
It looks like Morley's got like a second win here in the fourth quarter. But give credit to that offensive line for the Bulldogs. They're winning the line of scrimmage, Mark.
Yeah, Fabian De La Garza on the tackle. Diego Villegas, the center. Andrew Saldana, the right guard. Good blocks on that play. Second down and 3. They'll give it to Morley again. Waits for his block. Picks up the first down. Still going. Bounces off another tackler and it crosses the midfield to about the 48. And it'll be a new set of downs. And Morley almost broke that one.
He's got a second life here in the fourth quarter. I mean, running hard. Ran over the defender there.
That also puts the Bulldogs over 200 yards rushing tonight. Came in averaging about 189. I mentioned they'll try to keep it on the ground as much as possible now, and the clock running at under 6.5 minutes to go. There's Waltoff. And manages to pick up about 3 to the 46-yard line.
I think some of the Warrior defenders are happy with Waltoff. Did not give the ball to Hunter. The credit, like you said, Mark, you already called out Andrew Saldana, Diego Villegas, Brian Bazan, Adam Gonzalez, and Matthew Guerra, and also the tight end Eden Maldonado. Good blocking.
Big night they've had.
Winning the line of scrimmage, especially here, the fourth quarter.
Seco Jones lined up wide to the left side. Got a double wing on the right. And here's Morley running it right. And is able to dance his way forward up near another first down. Picked up a block from Matthew Guerra, the sophomore guard. And it's going to be enough to move the sticks once more.
It's kind of like a matter of time that the Bulldog offense will start to click. Unfortunately for the Warriors is right now. They have an offense with 9 seniors that are starters. Only 2 sophomores.
Yeah, those 2 guards.
Experience is paying off here in the fourth quarter. They're running down the clock, and now it's critical. Warriors don't get a first down, they're in serious trouble here. They don't stop the first down.
Yeah, under 5 minutes to go now. 1st and 10. Kind of a zone blitz here for Rowe. It pays off. The handoff was to the running back, Cole Morley. It's the younger brother of Hunter Morley. And he loses a yard.
Here's where the Warrior defenders are going to, you got to go for the ball. You got to try to cause a turnover. Good sportsmanship right there. We've seen that all night long. That should make athletic director Brian McClinney happy, seeing that these kids from both sides are battling, but they're demonstrating good sportsmanship with each other.
He has these pillars of excellence that he wants all of his programs to follow, non-negotiable, and that's one of them, is the sportsmanship. And here's Hunter Morley again, Cole Morley. And he's able to carry this across the 35 to the 33 and a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
And once his brother Hunter Morley leaves graduation, we're going to hear Morley again a lot, because this guy is also a pretty good runner.
Valencia and Aguita on the tackle. 3.5 minutes to go. And Rowe down 2 scores.
And if the Warriors want any chance, they got to stop. Get a stop here.
Another example of good sportsmanship. You got the Mackay cheerleaders visiting from the visitors' side over to the home side. The Rowe cheerleaders. And here's Hunter Morley. And Hunter Morley trying to extend it outside. Doesn't want to go out of bounds. But he's going to lose yardage. And a big defensive stand there for Rowe.
But you got a good field goal kicker, Mark. I wonder if they're going to put him in there. It could be a kind of like a close to a 50-yarder.
Yeah, from here it'd be 52 yards. I imagine they'll just try to do a little pooch punt and try to kill it inside the 20.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do, just play it safe. Because if they get a block, it could get dangerous.
Mm-hmm. But this drive has done its job, Mario. They've killed 4.5 minutes off the clock. Or excuse me, 5.5 minutes.
Yep. It's a huge first downs.
Timeout. Mackay, their second timeout of the half.
Now both teams left with 1 timeout. We'll do our fan cam here at DQ Fan Field. Fans having a good time tonight. Nice cool weather for football. And if we get a home playoff game, we'll definitely bring that to you. We'll have to find out what transpires tonight. If Memorial wins the district outright, they would get a home playoff game.
That could happen.
But if they get upset by Palmview and Vela wins, then those 2 teams share first place, and we'll have to wait and see how that unfolds.
I was informed that the Mustangs, if they win district, they would play the winner of Harlingen South and Western East. Harlingen South was leading in that game.
So here's 4th and 7. And Schwartz, the punter, will kick this one short, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. They had Corpus back there waiting to down it, but ball didn't give him much chance. But still, the Bulldogs offense does its job. They killed 5 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock.
It's a close game down there in La Jolla, Mark. It's now McAllen Mustangs 26, Palmview 21.
Wow. Rowe will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10, and Rowe at their own 20. They need to score twice. Here's a pass toward the sideline, and it's caught by De Leon.
You know, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go, lots of coaches down 9, Mark. Maybe they can set themselves up and at least go get a field goal and then try the outside kick and see what happens. But first things first. You got a lot of yards to gain.
Pick up actually a first down. Oh, no, they're 2 yards short of a first down. So 2nd and 2. And only 2:10 remaining. Warriors with 1 timeout. Flag is down, and this might be on the offense. It's going to be a false start.
Yep. False start. Offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
The Warriors push back to their 23-yard line. Now 2nd and 7.
Please set the clock at 2:10. 2:10. Thank you.
They'll put 2:10 on the clock. Since that play never really started. See if Schwartz acting like he might blitz. He is going to blitz. It's going to be a pass. And this is caught by the receiver, Mikhail Hinojosa. He's able to pick up the first down.
The clock is now stopped at the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
They pick up 9 yards there. And of course, a first down, and we're at 2 minutes left in the game. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. It's McAllen 16, Nikki Rowe 7.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. First and 10 here for the Warriors. 2 minutes left. They have one timeout to work with. Garza to throw toward the sideline, but Etta cuts inside and now won't be able to get out of bounds. And he'll be tackled inbounds at the 38 for a gain of 6.
That in itself is a tough play, even though it was caught because the clock continues to run. Precious time.
Second down and 5. Clock continues to run. Garza now forced to scramble, is going to lob this and have to throw it away. But Etta was the closest defender or receiver in the area. And it'll bring up third down and 5.
Good defense cost Garza to throw the ball out of bounds.
Here's another look at that last play. Clock stopped at 1:27.
Let's give credit to the defense for the Bulldogs. They've done a great job of holding the Warriors down to only 7 points.
They also had that big goal line stand, which has helped make this into a 2-score game. As Garza to throw this, goes for the far sideline. This is picked off, and it's going to be a touchdown. And running it all the way back is going to be Elijah Schwartz. This first intercept of the year takes it in for a score, and that should about do it as McAllen up now 22-7. Perfectly read by Elijah Schwartz there.
I was just giving credit to the big smiles by Coach Shelby. I was just giving credit to a good performance by the defense because they had only allowed 7 points, and then right on cue, they get a pick 6 and pretty much puts the game away.
And Costa in there to put the cherry on the sundae, basically. The extra point by Cáceres is up and good. It's 2 for 3 tonight with a field goal, and 1:16 to go. 23-7. The Bulldogs in front. That's about a 45-yard return. And McAllen in front, 23-7. The 1:16 left, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
The Seams Back to School Sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Seams. And any student is $500 off MSRP at Seams McAllen Ford, or always online at SeamsMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Seams.
And welcome back here. 23-7 our score. Kind of a deceiving score a little bit, as the game was a lot closer than that for most of the way. So Mackay with 2 touchdowns here in this fourth quarter. You see the moon looks gorgeous when it's full. It was a blood red moon earlier this evening.
It has to be hard for the Warriors. I mean, back-to-back weeks, Mark, where they needed 1 yard. It could have made a big difference in the game, and they couldn't get that 1 yard.
Yeah, it shows you the thin difference between a successful season and an unsuccessful year. And again, this goes out for a touchback. The ball will be at the 25-yard line. Rowe still with their 1 timeout and 1:16 to work with, but
I mean, if you remember, Mark, they're 1 yard away. They can punch it in. They take a lead, and then what? About 30 seconds later, you're looking at Hunter Morley with a big run, and now the momentum swing was so big.
Rowe actually still just 2 scores down. They're down 16 points. And here's Landon Bedetta off the flanker screen, and he's tackled in bounds off the 33-yard line. Gain of 8, so the clock will run. Rowe over 150 yards passing now. And there's Garza running for first down. Tackled by Brian Bettis. We'll stop the clock for a moment. Clock will start running again. 33 seconds to go. Garza with all day to throw here. He's going to take off running. Picks up a block from Bettis. And there's a flag down. And that might be a penalty against Rowe for that block. You're no longer allowed to hit someone in blocking wise to blindside someone. You have to get in front of them to block them.
In fact, several flags came.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Offense, number 0. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay. First down.
Just the 3rd penalty on Rowe. That's a new rule this year. You've seen it in the college ranks as well. You'll see it here, right there. Used to be legal, but it no longer is. And you have to actually get in, if you're going to block somebody like that, you have to actually move to a position where you're in front of them and block them back. You can't approach from a blindside angle anymore. Hand off to Lopez, and that should about do it. So no need to snap it again. And the final score will be Mackay 23, Nikki Rowe 7. For Rowe, it's a promising year at which they won their first 3 district games, but they end up losing their last 4 district games and fall to 3-4 in district and 4-6 for the season. For Mackay, though, they win their 4th in a row to finish with a 7-3 overall record and 5-2 in the district race, and they'll be the 3rd place team going into the playoffs, representing District 16 5A Division 1. So wishing Mackay the best of luck. McAllen Memorial is also in the playoffs, wishing them the best of luck as well. And if there is a home playoff game next week, we'll have that for you right here on Football Night in McAllen ISD. And I want to wish both of the McAllen teams good luck in the playoffs, and congratulate Rowe for their efforts this season, although they came up short under their first-year coach, Jamar Taylor. So that'll do it from DQ Fan Field. I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna and the rest of our MITV broadcast crew saying so long from McAllen, Texas, where our final score, Bulldogs 23, Warriors 7. Good night.